Here's a standard 52 card deck of cards. As you can see, all cards and suits are present. I'm going to draw cards off this deck and calculate the probability of the sequence of suits. The first card is the Jack of Diamonds. The probability of pulling a single diamond is 25%, not too surprising. The next card is the Ace of Diamonds. The probability of drawing a second diamond is 0.25 squared, or 6.25%. The Six of Diamonds. 3 diamonds in a row will only occur 1.56% of the time. I must be having a lucky day. But how lucky can somebody be? How small would this probability have to be in order for you to start being suspicious of a modified deck? Typically, that cutoff is 5%. That's where significant at 5% comes from. In general terms, if an event occurs that was predicted to occur less than 5% of the time, we conclude something is happening and reject our assumptions, or the null hypothesis. Being significant at 5% means if we took 100 random samples, we would expect a result as extreme in only 5 by random chance alone. Here are 36 examples of drawing 4 cards with a normal deck of shuffled cards. The probability of drawing 4 cards with the same suit is approximately 1% or 1 out of 100. None of these contain a flush. Compare that to before when I drew 9 diamonds in a row. This should add some context for how unlikely that event really was. In practice, we will only take 1 sample. If that sample had all the same suit, we would be right to be suspicious, because that event would occur fewer than 5 out of 100 attempts. Drawing 9 diamonds in a row is such an unlikely event that you could feel confident saying that deck had been modified. Different fields have different cutoffs. Biology typically has a cutoff of 5%, which corresponds to roughly 2 standard deviations from the mean. Remember the 68, 95, 99.7 rule? Physics, on the other hand, typically has a much smaller cutoff. They require a result to be at least 6 standard deviations from the mean. The reason for this difference in significance is how well each field can control the variables. Living things are typically more difficult to control than particles. Oh, and by the way, I totally cheated. My deck was all diamonds.